was just reading an eye-opening article on Al Jazeera by a Patrick Strickland, writing about an undercover investigator, researcher, at Hope Not Hate, which is an anti-racist, anti-fascist group based here in the UK. The researcher is Patrick Hermanson, who apparently infiltrated the ranks of the so-called alt-right for the period of a year, posing as a grad student, I believe. Certain things that you might expect are mentioned in this piece, like the events in Charlottesville last month and Brexit, the election of Donald Trump and the EU migrant crisis all being factors in fueling or emboldening far-right movements. Yeah. So Al Jazeera did an interview with this guy, asked him a few questions. Let's take a look at a little of what he said. Al Jazeera asks, will the alt-right be able to recover from the backlash following the deadly attack in Charlottesville? Hermanson answered, I think in the long term, Charlottesville won't have a lasting negative impact on the alt-right, even though the divisions are clear between the alt-right and the alt-light. If you look at social movements, there is usually a more extreme radical side and a more moderate side. They work together even though they may not do it in a formal sense. The moderate side helps normalize ideas, so the alt-light is probably more dangerous because they are normalizing ideas and bringing them into the mainstream. They have the ear of politicians, unquote. This platform, YouTube, has become right-wing dominated, that's no secret. And in a lot of cases, these big channels are millennials, kids really. You get older guys also, but many of the successful users with large audiences are new conservatives. Yeah. Reactionaries. Being a reactionary is trendy in certain circles. Sneering adolescent cruelty is popular here also. A lot of impressionable kids to recruit on YouTube, so I guess this site has been and continues to be an oil well for peddling right-wing reactionary narratives. Hermanson also said, when asked about how his perceptions might have changed as resulting from his investigation, perceptions of the alt-right, he said, I wasn't aware of how internationally connected they are. I'm more afraid of them now than when I started. Their opinions behind closed doors are genocidal in many cases. You can listen to YouTube or read their articles, and they say very racist things, but I can promise you what they say behind closed doors is much worse. And he went on to say, they like to be victimized and portrayed as the underdog. They like to say the left is there to repress their freedom of speech, unquote. Yeah. Victim mentality is prevalent in both right and left politics. It's quite common in criminals as well. Yeah. I'm the real persecuted, oppressed victim here, rallying against the evil system. The truth is, we've all been victims of something. We've all suffered injustices. If we let that define our behaviour and speech, if we let ourselves fall into that place where personal responsibility is diminished and we are self-abasing or saying that we are helpless in all situations, then personal growth can't really happen, can it? Not a healthy place to be. Okay, I'm going to link to the report arising from this investigation by Patrick Hermanson, and it's on the Hope Not Hate website. Link in the description, yeah. It's called the International Alternative Right. Quite a lot of information there, good piece, yeah. Anyway, I will see you next time, folks. Take it easy.